Well, you brought your Olympic medals with you.
I know. It's so fun because when I hand off my Olympic medals for the first time, the first thing everyone says is
how heavy they are.
They're very heavy, and I say a lot heavier than those chocolate-filled ones. You know?
This is gold.
That's the gold. That was my 200 butterfly. You're holding the silver, which is my 200 IM, which actually was the race I was most proud of. I felt like I was really, really tough in that race, and it came down, like all my races, it came down to the very end, but it was neck and neck, and the girl who beat me was from China, and she broke the world record. Wow. So it was just, it was a good race. But all of them, and then my bronze, which was my first medal I won. What was really cool about my bronze medal, and it kind of brings the whole Olympic ideal to light, is that it was my first medal, the first race of the games, and I brought it back to the athletes' village, and I had a few of my teammates that stayed up late just to come in, to sit there and do this with it. They just wanted to look at it and hold it. They didn't care what color it was. They hadn't raced yet, and they wanted to feel what they hoped to win, and they went on and they did win.
Fitness is still a big part of your life, obviously.
Huge part of my life, and I'm a mom now, so I try to share with people that although I was an Olympian, and I do love sports, and I'm still competitive, I lead by example with my family. I get out there and I run around with my kids. I lead them into a healthy lifestyle by showing them what I do.
You've done so many things since the Olympics. You've been a television commentator and a host of everything, author. And the book that you wrote, I read it and I loved it. It was that champions are not born, they're raised. And you gave your credit for your success to your parents. And now that you have children, that's sort of come full circle.
I don't even pretend to have all the answers. But what I do know is that my parents were really great. They had just this unbelievable balance between the way they viewed parenting and sort of the way they viewed sports and sports in my life and in their life. My parents were divorced when I was 7, and they made the decision to be active in our lives. We went 6 months with my dad and 6 months with my mom. My mom was the foundation. She was the grounder. She's the one that, you know, it was the solid good meal every single night. It's that you need to have good sportsmanship. Don't you dare blame that on the timers when you don't win. My dad was the guy that would celebrate with me when the pool was broken and we didn't have practice, because he felt I needed balance in my life. I still needed to have fun, and so I'm so thankful of that. So I use both of those aspects of parenting, the sort of parenting style, and I try to make sure I'm that way with my kids. Accountability, good sportsmanship, good leadership, a good teammate, those kind of things that I remind my kids about.
I should have said, how do I raise a champion? Yeah, right. I want to raise a champion like you.
And it's hard. It's a very hard thing. If you see that your kid has potential or like a natural talent, I mean, I wish that parent the best of luck, because it's so hard. It's a fine line to walk of biting your tongue and letting them be independent and explore, because I quit swimming 2 times. And my mom,
really?
Yeah, and she bit her tongue and she let me go be a cheerleader, even though she looked at me and said, Grace is not my middle name, let's put it that way. But I tried it, and then I came back to swimming. So
that's fascinating.
It is, it's a tough one.
Well, your parents did a great job.
Thank you.
Welcome to Madison. I suppose you want these back.
No, go ahead and keep them.
Okay, we'll keep these.
For the news, people want to see them in the news. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you,
Thanks.
I appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.